way in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge and all of our future products. Let's take a look.
This is the A1000 program, the next generation mechatronics design. And what's making these different is they are now all electric. So more expression, more range of motion, more functions. So the idea is to really do that overarching goal now to try to make the figures more repeatable, more dependable, and really play back that animation data more crisp.
The objective is to achieve a performance that is very believable. It's intended to be a relatively standard design platform that you can utilize to create a wide variety of human sizes.
Performing day 1, year 5, year 20 without degradation and performance loss over time. I get to get up every day and do what I want to do for a living. Bringing characters to life, creating experiences for guests, it's awesome.
The things that we're creating at the end of the day exist to make people happy. Best job in the whole wide world.
These A1000s that you saw will be our most lifelike, expressive, and engaging animatronics yet. But the one thing that A1000s can't do is fly through the air, which is something you might want a robot to do, especially if it could do things that, say, maybe only a superhuman could do. Well, we've been working on that too, and what you're about to see is the evolution of something that we call Stuntronics. And like any big idea, we started small. And today, well, let's just take a look. To explore the promise of these incredible creations, but we've already seen their potential to bring stories to life in new and amazing ways. And while we're working on animatronics and other exciting storytelling elements, we're also revolutioning the ride systems that form the basis for our attractions so they actually become part of the story. And you can visit any of our parks and see this in action. But today I wanted to share something with you for the very first time. As you probably know, we're building a new Guardians of the Galaxy roller coaster in Epcot. It's a one-of-a-kind experience that will feature an innovative ride system and be one of the longest enclosed roller coasters in the world. And before I share more, I want to pause here to acknowledge the amazing life of the great Stan Lee, who passed away earlier this week. Now, Stan was an incredible partner, and he will be missed by those of us who not only worked with him, but by the whole world that he inspired. Now, Stan's impact on the world, of course, is tremendous, and he lives on in the stories, characters, and now the attractions that continue to amaze generations of fans and families. And the new Guardians of the Galaxy attraction will continue that legacy, because in this spring, we laid the foundation for this attraction in what was Walt Disney World's largest concrete pour ever. Of course, it's what goes on top of that foundation that's so exciting. And as you may have seen, we're constructing a massive show building. So massive that you could fit 4 spaceship Earths inside. We've also created a coaster unlike anything you've experienced before. We call it a storytelling coaster. Now, on most coasters, the vehicles point straight ahead throughout the ride, but on this attraction, each individual cab will be programmed to direct your eye to the story happening around you. That means instead of whizzing by the action, you'll be fully immersed in the story from the minute you launch. So here's a sneak peek at some early ride testing. Now keep your eye on the yellow coach on the back of the test train to see this innovation in action. We're thrilled to be working with Vekoma to create this incredible attraction, which guests will be able to experience when it opens in time for Walt Disney World's 50th anniversary in 2021. Now this attraction is part of a multi-year transformation of Epcot that will honor the park's original vision while making it more timeless, more relevant, more family, and more Disney. We're enhancing the park with new attractions, dining options, entertainment, and more. And when I think about balancing both tradition and transformation, I can think of no better example than our plans for this incredible park. Now, we believe that world-class attractions aren't enough to compete in today's marketplace, and that the guest experience doesn't begin at the start of the queue and end at the gift shop. We're taking a 360-degree approach powered by technology to enhance guest interactions. And that's the driving force behind our efforts to tap into this massive shift to mobile. And we believe that the possibilities are endless. They of course start with social media and our consumers' desire to share their experiences with their friends, families, and even strangers. Now this phenomenon is tailor-made for Disney and all the opportunities our guests have to snap, write, post, and share. In fact, 4 of the world's top 10 most Instagram locations are on Disney properties. And that's not an accident, because from merchandise specially designed to appeal to millennials, to photo-ready food options and vistas, we offer things that are picture-perfect, if you will, for social media. So beyond social media, we believe the smartphone is key to reducing friction at all touch points. And our resort apps are the gateway to mobile-driven enhancements to our guest visits with us. We've rolled out our mobile order option at some quick service dining locations at Disneyland and Walt Disney World that enables guests to place orders hours or minutes ahead of time. This puts many of our restaurants right at our guests' fingertips, giving them more time to experience our attractions. But rather than tell you about it, I thought I'd show you. So what I'm going to do is place an order right now, and in time it'll be ready by, let's say, the end of our presentation. So let's see, I think we have 803 of you. And we should be ready, I think the food says 20 minutes. Perfect. All right, done. I hope you're all hungry. Now we're also using the smartphone to add magic to transportation. Walt Disney World's minivan service is available at the touch of a button, and it will pick you up at any of our parks, hotels, or recreation locations and take you anywhere you want to go on property, or even to the airport or Port Canaveral. The program began just last year with a pilot and has one of the highest guest satisfaction ratings on property. Our minivan service with Lyft is just one of the ways we're working with the world's most disruptive companies to enhance our guest experience. For many of our attractions, the Play Disney Parks app transforms wait time into playtime and helps turn queuing into a net positive experience. With interactive adventures, attraction-specific games, trivia, and more, the app brings storytelling to the queuing experience. We even brought in an early disruptor, Apple Music, to the party, which, through a special connection, allows you to tap into a curated music experience inspired by our parks.